All right, so we're heading out. We're heading out to Lanning Ridge Road, Trailhead, Daniel Loop, something. Heading out though. It's gonna be a great day. So we're leaving Oconee Bell now. A little chillier than I thought it was gonna be today, so it's a good thing I came prepared. I brought way too much stuff as usual, like 4 or 5 different jacket options. So we're good. But we're gonna head out today and we're gonna get back into the woods and we're going to enjoy this last day here because I just want to soak in as much as I possibly can before I have to kind of get back to the real world. I'm feeling really good about just being here in general. And so, you know, that's really the best thing that can come from this whole thing is just being able to kind of decompress and get into a spot where I remember that, you know, I am, you know, and you are. And through everything that's happening around you, if you can just get back to that place, you know, if you can just remember that everything is happening through you, for you.
Turn right onto Pisgah Highway.
Okay, so I'm gonna make my way there. We're gonna get on the trail and we're gonna see what comes through because I never ever have as many downloads as I do as when I'm in sort of strenuous activity. So we picked a moderate trail. Hard was feeling a little bit like I wasn't gonna have enough time to do hard because I've met some awesome people so far at Oconee Bell, and I made a friend, and we're gonna go chat and have dinner this evening. So I want to be back in time for that. So you know, that was my excuse not to do hard. but moderate sounds good. Moderate, 5 miles, about 2,000 feet elevation gain, and just a chance to reconnect and get back to center. So let's go, man. All right, so we just got here and very, very windy road all the way here, and it's pouring right now. And so we're just gonna get out and give it a go. I'm literally the only car here. So yesterday was Sunday and it was super crowded. Every trailhead that I went to, there was a ton of cars, and I just pulled in and I am the only one here. So we were looking for solitude and we found it. So let's go and see what we can get into. All right, so we're on the trail. Raining, but you know, we're in the trees, so we're pretty good. There was 2 ways that we could have gone just now. And just like a metaphor for life, there was one shiny little sign that said to the falls. And this trail is a loop, so intuition kind of told me to go the opposite direction, and so we could kind of end our 5-mile trek at the falls. So, you know, this is life, right? Like, that's why I love hiking, because it's, you know, like life, you get to a spot inevitably where the path looks unclear, you know, or you're kind of faced with a choice. And, you know, the only way that you know which way to go is if you just start walking. You know, the path starts to make itself clear as you start walking. So you got to take a step. You can't just freeze and constantly wait for someone else to carry you, you know. Messages come through other people, but you've got to make a move, you know. You've got to follow your intuition. So that's why I love being in the woods, because it gives me an opportunity to just kind of clear out all the noise and the nonsense and just be, you know. So I'm gonna walk for a while and just be, and we'll see what comes through. I kept getting this voice the last few yards of coffee. my my guides speak to me in funny ways, but I was just noticing that, like, I'm in about probably the most peaceful place that you could possibly be right now. There's a stream. Well, I mean, a stream. It's like a kind of a creek, I guess. Definitely beautiful sound of running water, silence, birds. And I'm like, granted, I'm walking straight uphill right now, but having a hard time bringing my heart rate down. And I keep drinking coffee. Like, I went 2 months easily without drinking coffee at all. And felt really good about that. Felt really good about being always in my own energy. But we're like a coffee culture, right? And even though I noticed myself, I started back with decaf, and then the last 2 days being here, it's been like this ritual, which I think is what it is for a lot of us, is like, coffee is how we start our day, and it's just this nice little cozy ritual for me anyway. And so I did it again today, even kind of knowing that, like, I don't feel like it's great for me, to be honest. Like, it kind of gets the mind going where I can't get a hold of it. It gets my heart racing. I've had a couple of weird thoughts that I never have when I'm on the trail, like fear-based thoughts. And so my guides just kind of tapped me on the shoulder and went, "Coffee." Like, stop doing that. So yeah, I think coffee is probably gonna be out again. I don't know. Something to think about, right? Another big part of what's happening right now, if you're noticing, is that the things that used to work are not really working anymore. So at least I'm noticing, and I mean, I happen to know that's what's going on. I mean, you can feel this stuff, you guys. I'm nobody special, I just feel real strongly about sharing this stuff because, man, it has been a journey, I have been on this journey since the day I came out, just like we all have, and I've lived who knows how many lifetimes, and I feel like this is the one where I finally am starting to get it. And so this aha stuff for me is like, man, I gotta let people know. So don't ever think I'm preaching to you like I'm better than you. I'm still figuring this out too. We're literally, and I'm so over using that word, trying not to, but we're all in this together. Ram Dass, my favorite saying, we're all just walking each other home. We are all just walking each other home. So I'm walking with you right now, my friend. And the things that we grew up believing we had to do in order to be happy, to live a life of fulfillment, those are all 3D things that are not, you're gonna find, especially in the next few months. And I mean, it's happening real strongly right now. It just happened to me. I tried. This is trying to figure out the difference between the voice of ego pushing you to do things and your intuition trying to guide you to do things that feel inspired. Ego had me convinced that I had to come up with a business idea. I had to come up with something that was going to be my own, something that I believed in. So this was part of what made it seem feasible, right? Like it was coming from the right place, which I did. And to push for that, to make that happen, to put in the time and, create something that would be of value. But you gotta pay attention to where these feelings are coming from, right? Are you creating something to be of value? Or are you creating something that you feel will be of value to bring you something else, to bring you abundance? This has been one of the key lessons of my life. And I'm finally closing in on it now, because I feel like this was maybe the last time that I'm really gonna come at something from that place. We've all been convinced that, and it's not even so much that we've been convinced, it's that we realize, because of the pressures of money, how expensive things are. This is all stuff engineered to make you feel this way, right? But we feel it. We feel the pressure of needing income. Let's just get right down to it. And that pressure is so much of what is going awry in society. It's people feeling strangled by their debt, feeling the pressure of not being able to even pay for basic needs. It's absolutely insane. And under that pressure, we're making decisions that go against who we really are. You know, when you make a decision that you want to bring value into the world, it has to come from a place. I mean, I'm saying it has to. It doesn't have to, but if you want it to be real and authentic, then it has to come from a real and authentic place. If you want to be of value, which is a lot of why we're here, you know, in addition to learning your own lessons, you came here to be of value. You came here to be of service. You knew when you came into your body that you were going to be of service to others. That was part of your mission. So if you want to fulfill that mission, then a project needs to come from the basis of, I'm doing this because I want to do it, because I want to be of value. I want to help someone else. I want to help as many people as I possibly can help. When you throw the money into the equation, you ruin the whole thing, really. Clearly, a lot of people are making money, right? They're doing something that is of value and they're making money. And maybe they're not coming from that place. But I'm here to tell you that right now, those things are not going to work. We are entering an entirely new reality, a new world, where 3D things like, you know, putting a project together that is going to make as much money as it can from as many people as it can, it's not going to have the trajectory that you want. That word, man. Say that 5 times fast. It's not gonna do what you want it to do, man. It's not. And so here's my roundabout way of telling you. You came here to be of service. There's things that you do that only you do the way that you do them, that we all need. I've said this 100 times. If you watch my TikToks, you know I'm huge on this, because I believe in every single one of us. There is a fire. There is a fire that is waiting to get out and just set the world ablaze. But we throw water on it every day. We throw water on it every day because of the pressure of the world that we're living in right now. And I get it. I totally get it. But I'm here to tell you that right now is the time for you to be you. To drop all the bullshit. Drop and bless everyone who's making videos on how to go with the algorithm, and, you know, how to grow your Instagram and how to make $1 million with AI. You know, everyone is offering value in their own way, right? But I'm talking to my light workers right now. You got to be you. That's it. That's the bottom line. You don't got to do anything else but be you right now. And when you do that, the money will come. And that's it. And it really is as simple as that. If you let it be as simple as that, It's as simple as that. But it's got to come from that place. This is me being me, doing that thing that I do that is naturally of value. And I'm going to put it out into the world without expecting a damn thing in return. You do that, and you are unstoppable. You are unstoppable. You're doing what you came here to do. You are fulfilling your purpose. You are helping people. You are lighting people up. You are touching your flame to everyone else's. And before you know it, you look around and the whole world is ablaze with everyone doing what they came here to do. So, I don't know if I could put it into any better perspective for you than that. Everything can be so simple if you let it. We make things difficult, and it doesn't have to be that way unless you want it to be. Like I said, I'm making things a little difficult for myself right now, but I want this. This feels good to me, you know? It feels good to challenge myself. So if you want to challenge yourself, you want to do things the hard way, by all means, do it. It's your life, you know? Do it the way you want to do it. Don't let anyone else tell you otherwise, let alone me. But I'm telling you that if you want things to be easier, you want to do what you came here to do. Just be you. Be the best version of you that you can possibly be. That's literally all it has to be. Just start looking at everyone else through your heart, through loving eyes. Give everyone the benefit of the doubt. Know that everyone else is just trying to figure this stuff out too. Let them be them, you be you. Done. Done. We're good. All right, I'm at a good stopping point here. I love speaking to you. I guarantee I'm gonna end up wanting to pick this camera up again at some point, but I'm gonna focus on the trail for a little while and just really kind of be here now. Make sure you're doing a lot of that. Take everything that I'm telling you, take what resonates, leave the rest. But this is the time. This is the time. You're free. You're free to be you. And we need more of us in that mentality right now. So, I love you. You're not alone. It's tough, man. I'm not saying it's not, but we're all in this together. Never forget that. Do your thing. I love you. I'll talk to you soon.